Good morning, this is Jack from Charging Markets Crypto, and this is the pre-market webinar for the morning of Thursday, the 31st of July. My disclaimer, I do this for educational purposes only. I'm here to share my technical analysis with you. I hope you can take some of what I'm doing, learn from it, transfer your own chance. I'm not here to issue trading signals. Right. Looking at the, I've been looking carefully at Solana here because I think there is a possibility that we're actually going to make a new all-time high on SPX today and may actually just fail directly from there. What does this mean for Solana? Well, it would mean that we wouldn't have a clear topping pattern here, and we wouldn't have any, the divergence that I was looking for on the daily RSI 14. On the other hand, that actually is not necessarily a bad thing if this is just going to be retracing rather than making a significant high. What I was thinking was, if we were, and the scenario laid out was if we were going to see a hard fail here, and actually, if we're going to see equities going up, albeit at whatever pace for the rest of the year, then we're probably not going to see a hard fail here. At that stage, the uptrend into bull market candidate high in December actually looks pretty good. So we will see, but at the moment this looks like a bull flag, and this isn't currently looking as though it's got much of a chance of making it up to the retest this high today. Obviously, the day is young, but nonetheless, that's the way it looks at the moment. All right, looking at Bitcoin, not close to a retest of the high either. We have a little bull flag, which looks as though it's breaking up, but again, not close to a retest this high. That can set up some negative divergence if we see it. Again, if we are going lower, do I have a topping pattern here? Not an obvious one, though. Looking at Ethereum has actually, of course, already retested the prior high. We've got negative divergence here. We've actually got an RSI 5 sell signal. Is that fixed? No, it's not quite fixed. Sorry, I've marked it in as fixed, but I was mistaken. It obviously gone a little lower first, and I thought that had completed. That's actually still brewing. We've got some nice negative divergence here. We do have a potential little level top or part formed head and shoulders, and we are at the moment respecting this resistance trend line. Now, as I was saying, this is rising sufficiently fast that early next week we could probably make the IHS target, and do it underneath this trend line. But really, if equities isn't going to make a significant high here, then actually, of course, we can come back and do it later. So we will see how that goes. I'm not seeing much chance of a retest of the highs on Bitcoin and Solana today. If we're going to do that, I'd be leaning towards that happening first half of next week in all probability. We shall see. All right, great. In that case, I think that's a wrap. We don't have any questions. So, all right. Catch you tomorrow morning. All right. Cheers, mate.